Howdy folks, welcome to our next exit. Just to give you a little forewarning, Pearl's over cooking dinner, so if you hear some clinking and clanking, that's her putting something together for us, and I bet it's going to be good. And also it's cocktail hour, so I'm going to be sipping on my wine just a little bit. And if it's cocktail hour where you're at, feel free to join me. September was a really good month for us. It wasn't as good as August, but it was a pretty good month. But before we get into it, let me kind of do the normal thing. This is this 12-month running expense report of our exact expenses. We have no bills. There's nothing in here to account for our motorhome or our Thousand Trails membership. If you don't know what a Thousand Trails membership is, I'll put a link up here and it'll kind of explain it, but basically it's Thousand Trails is a company that owns about 100 campgrounds, and we get to stay in them for free. We bought our membership for about $4 grand, and we paid $610 a year annual dues, and we divide those dues up by 12 and put about $50-something in each month. But so there's nothing in here for the motorhome, there's nothing in here for the car. We don't have a home. We have no expenses for a home. We live totally in our full-time in our RV. This column here is the 12-month running average, or 12-month running total. This column here is the average, monthly average. These two line items here are our diesel fuel. We keep track of our average diesel fuel cost per night and our average campsite fees per night. So like last month, we averaged $5.84 for each of the 31 days in diesel costs, and only $1.65 per day in campsite fees. So hopefully that kind of explained it. Let's go ahead and get started here. We drove 613 miles. We moved 4 times during the month of September, from Roundout Valley down here in New York over to the Gateway to Cape Cod RV campground, and then Wampatuck State Park just outside of Boston, then up to Moody Beach in Maine. That's where what's the name of it, Bush's Kennebunkport. That's where President Bush, the father's summer home, was at. And then right now we're at the Narrows 2 camping resort in East Central Maine. So we moved 4 times. We spent 22 nights in Thousand Trails, and those nights cost us nothing for those 22 nights. 8 nights we spent outside of Thousand Trails where we had to pay. And diesel, we spent $230 on diesel fuel. Well, we spent $19 on tolls in New York and Maine, and then $211 in diesel fuel. And we spent $747 in campsite fees. So that was $141 at Wampatuck State Park, $373 at the Oceanside campsite here at the Narrows 2. We had 4 days of that. And then we had $165 our RPI. We had to renew that. And what RPI is, that's another camping group where we can stay at their campsites for $10 a night. We used that when we were over in, where's the Dolly Port, what's that? Oh, when we were over in Branson, Missouri, and stayed for $10 a night at like $70 a night campgrounds. So we renewed that, and then we put $68 a month in for our Thousand Trails annual dues of $610, and then our Trails Collection annual dues is like $200. So all of that together, that's $747. This was an expensive month for us for camping fees. We average about $239 a month, $239. Our per day averaged out to almost $25 a night for camping fees for September.
We just decided to splurge.
And we just decided to splurge, as Pearl said. There was we wanted to stay some places that weren't included in Thousand Trails. For the year, we averaged $787 a night in camp fees using our Thousand Trails. And diesel fuel, we averaged almost $9 a day in diesel fuel. This month, only $7.67. As you can see, our 1,000 trails, we average 26 days a month in 1,000 trails and 4 days a month outside, which can be at a Walmart, might be at a friend's house, one of our kids' house, or a campground that we have to pay for. So next is motorhome repairs, tags, license plates, all that stuff. $9. I don't even remember what that. Oh, that was for some 15-amp fuses for our water pump has been popping fuses. We had to buy. It's going to go into our October budget. We had to buy a new water pump. This one works most of the time, but sometimes it doesn't. And when we need it, we need it. So anyway, bought a new water pump. The fuses didn't fix it, but that'll be next month. We spent $95 on gasoline, $13 on the car wash for the auto. Insurance. We've got this here $14.59 is what our RV insurance costs. Living full-time in an RV, we had to up our policy a little bit to get full-timers insurance. $836 a year for our auto insurance. Thank you, baby. And $277 for a $1 million umbrella policy, just in case you come over to visit with us and you come over during cocktail hour and you slip on the step going out. Hopefully we can patch your arm up. And so we add that up and divide it by 12, and we put $214 a month in here. Our groceries, we average $8.34. This month was $8.15. In our groceries, everything that we buy in a grocery store goes in our groceries. Liquor, if we buy the dog food in the grocery store, it goes in groceries. Cleaning supplies, paper supplies, medicine, or if it's not prescription, regular medicine. Dining out, $198. That's about average. One thing that we do is this month we went out to eat several times with people that we did videos with, and if you guys from the money we make on ads from our YouTube videos and from you guys that use our Amazon affiliate link to buy something, and a lot of you have been buying. A lot of people are going full time from our channel because it don't tell us who bought what, but it tells what is being sold through our channel, and there's a lot of RV supplies and RV stuff. So that's good to see that we've got some RVers following along. But all that money we use to take these people that do the videos with it, and I'll do a playlist. We've got 5 or 6 people we've done videos on, and here's a playlist if you want to watch those videos. We take them out to dinner, and we use the money that we make off of our YouTube.
Lunch or dinner.
Lunch or dinner. We use the money we make off of YouTube or that Amazon affiliate link. And thank you very much for using that link. $164 for internet. And our internet, we use Verizon. We have one of these, what they call unlimited, but it's not. We have 4 devices, and each one of them gets 15 gigabytes of high-speed internet, and then they slow down to like a half a gigabit to nothing. We have 2 Verizon Jetpacks and then 2 cell phones. So we have 80 gigabytes of high speed. If we upload our videos, if we go to a library and upload the videos, then we can make it a month with that high speed. But if I upload 1 or 2 videos, we don't make it. Frustrates Pearl a lot. DirecTV, I mentioned before, you can see we were paying $156. We went down to the basic package, and that saved us $100 a month. Pretty sweet. Medical, $512. We are both right around 70. And so we have Medicare. Our Part B is $126 for each of us a month. And then our Part D, which is our prescription drugs, is $17 a month for each of us. And then we bought a Part G Medigap insurance, and that covers most everything that Medicare doesn't cover. That's $109 for Pearl and $116 for me. We add that all up, divided by 12, and that's about $512 a month for our insurance. Pet care. Oh, we had Tinker's got a microchip in her, and we had to pay $20 a year to keep that tracking active. And so that came up, and then we bought some dog food at Tractor Supply's got some really high quality dog food that Tom and Laura told us about, huh? And Tinker seems to like it pretty good. So that doesn't go into food, since it goes under pets, since we don't buy it at the grocery store. Recreation, that's up at that Freedom Trail. Computer, nothing. That's great. Clothing, Pearl went kind of crazy. She bought sweats. She's getting ready for winter. Some hoodie type sweatshirts and thicker shirts. It's kind of cooling off here, so she kind of is getting some of her payback for me getting to buy the drone and all my little photo stuff, toys. Mail, we had several things sent up, $17. So our total, $33.78, $112 a day is what we're spending, and that averages out for the last 12 months. Not averages, that totals out $43,163. That's every penny we spend, except for charities, gifts, those kind of things that have everybody's got their own, has nothing to do with nothing. And we spend $3,500 a year for storage. We didn't downsize, we stored everything, and so we're going on our second year of that. But except for that, that's those two items, that's every penny we spend. We do a little thing that let me kind of get rid of some of this here. So we do this thing called the Frugal Budget. What that is, in case our Medicare, something happened and they whacked Medicare down to nothing. So in case something happened, they whacked our Social Security down to nothing, or we had some big medical issue or something, and we had to cut back if we had to change our lifestyle. And so these numbers in green are where we take items out. So this here says that we travel only 5,000 miles a year, instead of we averaged 7,300 the last 12 months. But just say we took that down to 5,000, and that could go a lot lower. But instead of spending almost 3,300 for fuel, that'd take us down to 1,640. And our campgrounds, we take out all of our campground cost and just go with our 1,000 trails. That's $607. So we take all this out except the $607 we have to pay our annual dues. And then we would leave in our motorhome repairs, auto expenses, our insurance, our groceries, our dining out. We would eliminate that. Pearl's a great cook, and we would just eat at home. So this $2,500 here would be gone. Internet would keep that. DirecTV, we'd take that out. No DirecTV. Medical would have to stay in. We wouldn't take anything out for medical. Pet care, theoretically, we'd take all that out. I mean, we're not going to take that out, and I'm sure there's some things on you guys that you wouldn't take out. Recreation, we'd take all of that $2,200 out. We'd just go hiking every day. Computer hardware, you have to live. We just live with the computer that we got, our iPads and whatnot. So all of that would come out. Clothing, no more clothing. We got plenty of clothing. So theoretically, we could cut our budget $12,444, and that gives us an annual of $30,700. So that's about it, and keep roughly the same lifestyle. Just we wouldn't be eating out, we wouldn't travel it as much. We'd just kind of go from 1,000 trails to 1,000 trails in the same area, and that's where we think we could be. So that's our budget. I hope that helps you. I mean, everybody's going to be different. You're going to be higher in some areas and lower in some areas. we seem to run across a lot of people that are trying to stay under $40,000, and we tried to do that the first 6 months or so. But as we hit little bumps, had maintenance and just different issues come up, we realized we weren't going to stay under 40,000, or it was going to be hard. So hopefully that gives you a start to figure out where your budget will be. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I keep thinking I'm going to quit doing these because it's kind of the same stuff. It's repetitive over and over, but it doesn't change all that much. But I keep getting emails from husbands and wives and people, and comments even on the YouTube channel, that they want it. We get every month, we get hundreds of requests for copies of our expense spreadsheet. If you want a copy, we'll put our email right here. Please don't leave a comment and put your email in the comments. Send an email to me, to this email address, and then I'll reply with a copy of this spreadsheet. So we're going to continue doing it for a while, as long as we get enough views and enough likes on the channel that it shows, if we're getting a couple thousand views a month of each one of these, we'll keep doing them. If we don't, if the views start dropping off, then we'll probably quit doing it. But as long as you guys want it, we'll keep doing it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions, put them in the comments down below. Keep the wheels rolling. Stay safe. We'll see you at the next exit. Bye-bye.